Hi everybody, I hope you're having a nice Sunday. The weather here is cheering up a bit. It's started to get sunny, but it's not so warm still. So I'm working on the advice of a subscriber and friend who said I should make some more soup. Okay, well that's what we'll do. It's going to be red, so I hope you enjoy it. You might quite rightly be asking yourself, what's this horror I see before me? It's remains of some pasta sauce I made on Friday. It looks a little bit nasty, but it's just come out of the fridge. I think we'd all look a bit nasty if we'd just come out of the fridge. I'm going to use it as a basis for, I think, a tomato soup of some description. Not very original, I know, because I've been making quite a lot of soup recently, but the weather remains a little bit miserable, so that's what we're going to do today. So to achieve our redness, we're going to use these things: some single concentrate tomato puree, spicy tomato sauce, Worcester tomato sauce, and some plum tomatoes, which are flamenco tomatoes, no less. So that should cheer things up a bit, shouldn't it? Here goes then. Okay, my next step is that I dump the tomatoes in some hot water to help get the skins off, and I've slit the skins a little bit, and then I'm going to take them out and leave them for a little while to cool down. So there we go on that one. So here are the tomatoes peeled. I've squashed them up a little bit. And what else would I wear to make a red soup but my red Komandierski? Yeah, that probably looks good. The next step is to add a bit of this spicy tomato sauce, but not too much. I tried about 2 micrograms on the tip of my tongue about 10 minutes ago, and it's still tingling. So that's probably about 3 times a lethal dose. You know, if you're a UK English speaker, I don't know what we think of the name tat, because that normally means sort of cheap rubbish, but this is quite good actually. It wasn't cheap, but I like it. Next step is to add the partly pureed tomatoes into the saucepan. I've already switched the heat on, living dangerously. And the next step, I think we might as well throw this in now if we can get the bloody cap off it. Right. Oh boy, let's try that again. If I wanted it to stay on, it'd really fall off. Okay, doesn't matter. So we can just do this and... Oh, you see, cooking. Eh? It's not really a thing you should be doing on camera because everything trolls you. So we'll leave that for a minute and we'll give it a bit of a stir. Yes, thank you. Actually, let's have a taste. Huh? I might put a little drop more tat in later on. There we go. Just to give it a bit of that hearty soup flavour, a bit of body, I'm going to put the rest of this not quite time expired spaghetti sauce into it, because this has tinned and fresh meat in it. And these are the baked beans. Haha, well, I'm British, what else would I use? I'll just flip that in. So that's that. Then we're going to mix that in. I'm not going to use any chilli powder or garlic powder today. I'm just going to leave it as it is. And I'll just keep adding some of that tat in as and when. And the sauce already had quite a bit of garlic in it. So we'll leave that for a few minutes. I'll wash that saucepan out because I want it for something else. However, I will add lots of this. To my mind, nothing brings out the flavour of tomatoes better than freshly ground black pepper, especially if it's a bit coarse ground. So we'll do plenty of that. Okay, I think that's peppery enough for now. Also, I'll keep adding some natural flavourings to it and the tat as we go along. And I thought, just for the sake of it, I'll put in about a teaspoon of Worcester sauce. We haven't been able to get Liam Perrins here for donkey's years, so I've got this German stuff instead. It's all right. As you can see, it says some Würzen und Verfeinern, so it's like spices and herbs and everything, but it could do with a little more tamarind in it, like the original Liam Perrins, but, well, you can't have everything. As you might see when I come to do my Russian watch video. As you can see, the soup's bubbling merrily away. I've turned the heat right off actually, so it doesn't overheat. You notice I didn't use any drinking water in it because it kind of dilutes things. I keep having to add more and more flavourings. And it tastes pretty good as it is. So while that's cooling down a bit, I've got the ingredients for a sandwich that I'm going to have with it. I'm not going to have a big wad of soup today. I'm going to be eating it for most of the week anyway. So I've just got a sausage in here and I'm just heating it up in some water gently. Also, it will help to take off any skin there is on it. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, there within reason is the finished item. For my main dish, I've made a sandwich with that sausage that I had in the hot water. It was a bit of a pain skinning it while it was still hot, but I did it. I certainly wouldn't try that on camera. And I've got a burger bun with a bit of cheese spread on it rather than butter or anything. And well, that's it basically, quite a simple Sunday lunch. As ever, I'll surround this and get back to you with the wrap up. That was very nice and tomatoey and spicy. So, not so much, no sting at the back of the throat, just a lingering warmth in the mouth, which is what you should aim for with a spicy tomato soup. So, you might be wondering why I was wearing this shirt, and for two reasons. One, well, maybe three reasons actually. It's like the Spanish Inquisition, isn't it? One was to hide any stains I got from spilling the tomato soup everywhere, but luckily I didn't do that. Secondly, I'm trying to charm some good weather to come our way. It's quite sunny, a bit of scattered cloud, but it's still not very warm. And thirdly, I'm trying to get myself into the idea of having a short holiday in a couple of months' time. So anything that can, sort of get me away from here for a few days and take my mind off watch purchases. Oh, I was still thinking about that bloody Russian watch video. It is going to happen, I promise you. And with the holiday in mind, I also took off the red commandeer ski and put on my Orient Flieger, thinking about flying off somewhere perhaps. But there it is. So I hope you're all having a great Sunday, and I'll be right back at you as soon as I can. Might be watch related, might not be. So in the meantime, you have a lovely week and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Okay, bye for now.